What's up? Um, yeah, so today, today was interesting. First off, how you doing? Um, you may notice I'm wearing glasses. I don't normally. Usually I have contacts, but I have been wearing my contacts for far longer than I should have been because it is my last pair. Uh, and I can't afford more, or well, wasn't able to afford more until recently. So, um, yeah, those are coming in the mail, and I'm gonna probably trash my contacts unless I need to drive somewhere for whatever reason. I really hope that those ones come in the mail soon, though, because I got jury duty in the next couple of days. Or at least I need to check reporting status and stuff like that for the next couple of days. Um, but yeah, I kind of wanted to actually talk about something that sort of made my day, more or less. So I'm kind of just waking up, doing my normal, morning routine, feeding the cats and everything like that. Um, putting my hair up and everything. And outside I hear like metal banging against the ground. We have like this metal like cat food dish that we leave out front, like right in front of the door to so we can feed the cat that comes around, Cookie. And I I heard something metal hitting the ground, and I thought it was that. So I thought some kid or whatever was just messing with it, and it's just being a nuisance in general. So I was fully expecting to step outside and have some words, but it didn't play out like that at all. Honestly, it took a completely different turn. I open the door and I find out that it's just a couple of kids like in the courtyard just playing with a metal bat, and they keep just throwing it around and shit. And that's fine. I just leave them alone. A couple minutes later, I got a knock on the door, and it's the kids that were playing, plus one of them that I've been seeing every once in a while at the park. I didn't know he knew these kids. Apparently, he's friends with the kids like right here, like the kids of some of the people in the complex, and I I only ever see him usually up at the park, which is a, a fair walk away from here. And I don't know. Number one, it made me, happier to know that a lot of the kids are comfortable enough to be able to go to other complexes and everything like that, to be able to hang out. They feel safe enough, or at least their parents feel safe enough to be able to let them do that. I mean, it makes me feel a little more secure where we are, more or less. It's still ghetto as all hell, but there's only so much you can do. Um, but it's what the kids said. So when I've been walking around and everything like that, every time he passes me, he asks me about like if I knew Elon or anything like that, or if I've told him that he says hi, and I make up some reason or whatever why I haven't, like I haven't had uh, I haven't had the opportunity to see him recently or whatever. I basically told him I don't work for the company anymore. Like I forever ago I told him that I work for SpaceX, like directly under, well, not directly but under Elon and everything like that, and he was like, wow, Elon Musk, and he got all excited about it, and I was like, sure, whatever makes you happy, kid. I was fully expecting not to see the kid again anyway, and it it made my day to like just see somebody get all excited about something that I did once. So he's at the door, and I was fully expecting him to, start asking me more questions about, SpaceX or Elon or whatever. And the kids in this complex know that I used to do like sword fighting stuff for a little while, and they apparently told him, and he was like, "Whoa, dude, you used to make swords?" And I was like, "I mean, I've repaired a lot of my own. Like, I showed him my long sword, which I repaired the handle, and I actually made like a brand new pommel and everything. Um, and yeah, he got like super excited about that, and he was just like, "Whoa!" And he's like, "Well, is there anything else you've made?" I was like, "I mean, I've made like shield and helmet that I've both used like in combat and everything." And he was just like, "Whoa, that's amazing! Do you still do stuff like that?" I'm like, "Nah, not really. I don't really do much of it anymore. I don't really have. Not that I have like I don't have the time. It's just I don't really have a way to get there. I had a kind of a falling out with the people I was with, so you know, it's not really something that I do much anymore. But I'd eventually like to get back into it." And he was just like, "Wow, that's so cool." So I actually showed him my like shield and everything that I made, and he was just like over here like Captain America, just fucking just. It was so fucking cool to see him, and like I actually was like brought it back into the whole SpaceX thing. I was because like the shield is it's carbon fiber and Kevlar with a aluminum honeycomb infusion. I realized I probably just spoke fucking gibberish. Uh, it has Kevlar in it. That doesn't mean it's bulletproof. A lot of people tend to think that it is. It's not, but it's very impact resistant. Um, Fun little fact about Kevlar is when it's just the cloth, it's a lot more ballistic resistant than it is when it is cured in resin. Give me 1 sec. All right. So this is my shield. Nice and solid. You can very clearly see the honeycomb where it got squished in because I didn't necessarily put it in right. But I figured if you're going for impact resistant, you want the honeycomb cells going this way, like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Um, but yeah, you don't want the honeycomb cells to like crush. You want them to be impact resistant this way, not this way. If that makes any sense at all. I know it probably doesn't, but it's whatever. Um, but yeah, like I'm super proud of that. That is one of the things that I am probably most proud of. That and the helmet that I made, but uh, I'm not as proud of the helmet because I feel like it could have turned out a lot better. Um, I did use it in combat and everything like that, and it took a hell of a beating. Um, I'll just show you. Give me. All right. So the helmet that I made more or less resembles that of like a hockey mask, where it's open in the back, but it's a lot bigger than my own head for a couple of reasons. This is the only size they had for a mold, but this is also uh, Kevlar and carbon fiber. That's why it's black on the inside and gold on the outside. I with the shield, I don't know why it's purple. I'm guessing something to do with the resin system or something like that, but I realized I got into a bunch of the technical shit. Anyway, I was going to show you a lot of these were direct hits saving me, more or less, from people being a little too aggressive. And I don't know if you can see in there, well, it looks a lot worse in there than it actually is. Like, literally, none of these got through. I think the closest one was probably that one right there. And I think this is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is like 10 layers. I think it's, 20 layers thick, more or less, of 10 layers of carbon fiber, 10 layers of Kevlar. because it's like 2 layers of Kevlar, 2 layers of carbon fiber, and it just like it just sandwiches over that, you know. And yeah, this was there was supposed to be a lot more to it than just this, but I didn't have time to finish it. The end product was supposed to look a lot more um, menacing, I guess, but this just turned out to be fine. Um, I came to realize later. So something that I actually wanted was like if you know Borderlands, the psychos will have like saw blades and shit, or Mad Max, I guess, will have like saw blades and shit like just sticking out on the helmet. I had one 3D printed that I was gonna put like right here as like a fucking mohawk or whatever, and I wanted to eventually make one out of carbon fiber or Kevlar or whatever, and replace um, the 3D printed one. But I just never put it on because I started to kind of realize like in combat there's like this thing of if you have something um, protruding, it just gives whoever you're fighting that much more control over you because they can basically just grab whatever the protrusion is and then just control you around. So if you had like the fucking plastic saw blade thing here, they could literally just grab this or push it and you kind of go a lot more with it. With this, visibility is very limited. Uh, I mean, I tried to make it as best as I could. I've never made or designed my own helmet before, so this is literally my concept, I guess. But yeah, like there's not really a whole lot in terms of side view. Even straight on's a little awkward, but I tried. Also, this thing heats up like nothing else. It's ridiculous. Um, it's got ridiculously sized cheek guard, unnecessarily so. Um, this is aesthetic. There's a couple of like aesthetic things that I did, like this little scrape, these scratches. I thought that kind of looked cool when I was making this. The fucking scratches over the eye. Yeah, I just thought it made it look cooler. I basically just went at it with like a Dremel, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. Or like a diamond wheeled cutter. But yeah. Sorry about the tangent again. I'm really bad at that. I'm trying to get better. Anyway, that kid just getting all like fucking starstruck about shit that I did briefly, like literally like coming up knocking on my door and getting all starstruck and everything like that, like letting me show off and everything, it made me happy. It got me all excited, and that actually like helped me push through the rest of today. There wasn't really anything terribly exciting today. I had to fucking deal with checking and jury duty shit, and you know but yeah, in the end, like it made me really happy. And I don't know if that kid can possibly understand at this point in his life that, I don't know, like men are very starved for uh, compliments in general. So whenever you get one, not all men, but a lot of men, whenever you get one, it's very oh, I wasn't expecting this. You know, I wasn't expecting to just have some random person I don't really know compliment me for literally no reason because they, think something I did was cool. It's humbling and it made me super excited, but there was a little like there was something more to it that I don't really know how to explain. If that makes any amount of sense. I'm sorry. um Yeah, spare for that being like literally the highlight of my day. I didn't really do anything exciting. I went on my walk. talked to a couple of people. Um, Noticed that there's a local gang moving in, but that's none of my business. So all I can do is just be friendly and say hi, and hope to God I don't get caught in the you know crossfire of something crazy. Um, but I wasn't letting anything take me down today. I wasn't letting anything beat me up because that kid made me smile, and I don't think he understands that. Um, I realized I said that I was gonna be doing like 10 minutes. I'm gonna say probably like 10 to 15 because I'm terrible at numbers and I ramble a lot. Trying to get it less rambling. I just I can't help it. Um, anyway, if you enjoyed anything of what I do or whatever, leave a like. Uh, if you want to see any more of it for whatever reason, subscribe. And till next time, peace.